Let me tell you this. They have found microplastics in almost every tissue in the body, which
Yeah.
is mind-blowing when you think about how small something has to be to cross your gut lining, to cross into the brain. That's not big
Yeah.
at all.
Well, and some of the research that I did, it said like the microplastics can vectors. So not only is it the plastic itself, but they kind of hold on to chemicals. So other chemicals that we may not have inhaled or ingested, but now because it's leached into this microplastic, it's not only the plastic itself, but it's whatever chemical that the microplastic is carrying with it that can now get into our bodies.
And this can affect your testosterone, your estrogen. I mean, it truly does create a chemical imbalance within the body.
I presume it can affect everything, right? Like it's a tissue that is finding its way. And actually they found it in a lot of immune cells. So they've even found it in lymph nodes. So like our adenoids, our tonsils, mainly from inhalation and things like that. But then how much of that is the cause of autoimmune conditions? Like you're seeing a lot more autoimmune conditions, hypothyroidism. How much of that is maybe microplastics slowly depositing in the thyroid? And so people over time are developing low thyroid. Lupus, blood cancers, just in anything, and we don't know the answers to those questions. And I think that's the scary thing is like we have this non-organic material depositing into our body at an alarming rate that we have no idea how to control because majority of things in the world are made of plastic, right? And we don't know its true implications. And it's not like a medicine that comes out that's bad for you and then we're just going to pull it off the market, right? Like it's out there. And even if they were to now have a law like they did at one point, okay, BPA free, everything was BPA free for a while, but like what about all the stuff you bought before BPA free?
Or if they're swapping it out for BPS, something else in the same family group.
Exactly. And so I think really when it comes to this, it's what's scary is the unknown and the fact that we don't really know its implications. But I don't think anything good can come from its implications.
Well, they also found in 100% of males tested, it was found in 100 in male semen. 100% of tested samples from healthy young men contained microplastics.
And so that makes me wonder, and then it was found in a placenta. Like, so how much of a developing baby, newborn,
is being born with microplastics?
Exactly. Like that's literally integrated almost into their DNA. To that, like if it's on a cellular level, right? And you find it in mitochondria, which is a structure that is small enough to fit within a cell, how is that being integrated into the DNA? I don't know, maybe we'll, if you believe in evolution,
well, no, for sure.
Yeah. Crazy, like our bodies will learn to adapt to,
to plastic.
Superhuman transformers will have like plastic arms, weapons. I'm just kidding.
I could see it. I mean, we have adapted. The first synthetic plastic was made in 1907. It was invented by Leo Baekeland.
Okay.
And it was used for radios, telephones, and electrical parts. So it wasn't invented ever in like this evil way. And then once they realized, oh, this is lighter, it's cheaper than glass, cheaper than metal, cheaper than some woods, it's scalable. And so plastics kind of took over. I'm always fascinated, Dr. Ayala, about how many things we invent. The human species is good about creating inventions like fire, realizing fire burns down, so we need firefighters, fire hose. So I think this whole microplastic thing, because you can't just see the effects immediately, and it's not visible like a burning fire, it's taken time to realize, oh, there's some interesting numbers with plastic production going up and infertility going down. Maybe there's a correlation there, right? And so I just think we needed such a long data set of previous information to even come to the theory of maybe there's some correlations here.